There's no word in Hebrew for the English word charity. Look up the word for charity in an English Hebrew dictionary and you'll find the word tzedakah. Tzedakah doesn't mean charity, it means righteousness, doing what's right. Judaism says a person who gives charity doesn't deserve a slap on the back. Someone who doesn't give charity deserves a slap on the wrist. If you look in the written Torah, you won't find a single word about rights. You'll find lots of obligations. Obligations of a child to its parents, of a teacher to his or her pupil, and vice versa. Of a community to the poor, obligations of the individual to the community, obligations to the orphaned, obligations to the sick, to the convert, the obligations of man to God. Rights, however, are conspicuously absent from the 5 books of Moses, the Chumash. Why? There are 2 ways you can construct a societal code. You can construct a code based on rights, or you can construct a system based on obligations. A code of rights, for example, would be the American Declaration of Independence, which says, "We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights." Or you could construct a code based on people's obligations, which is, for example, what the Torah says in this week's Torah portion, Mishpatim. Ve'ele ha-mishpatim asher tosim lifneihem. These are the laws that you should put in front of them. My obligations are really the same as your rights. To the extent that you have rights, I don't need obligations, as you have a right. And to the extent that I have obligations, we don't need to speak about your rights. The end result will be the same, but with one big difference. A system based on rights tends to breed takers. A system based on obligations creates givers. There are 3 places in the Torah where the Hebrew word im, which usually is translated as if, is translated as when. One of those is in this week's Torah portion. It says, Im kesev talve es ami. This doesn't mean if you lend money to my people. It means when you lend money to my people. Lending money to the poor is not an option, it's an obligation.